Carlton Barker grew up in Florida. She holds the BA from the University of Chattanooga and the MA from the University of Cincinnati. She is married to Mickey Barker, who has served as the Chief Justice of the Tennessee Supreme Court. They have 3 children and 7 grandchildren. From 1982 until 2005, Cathy taught English at Girls Preparatory School and headed many extracurricular activities there, such as sponsoring the yearbook. When Cathy encounters former students, they often recite literary lines, which she has had them memorize. But her influence actually goes much deeper than that, much deeper than memorization, because her love of her students, combined with her outstanding ability as a teacher, has influenced many, many young lives. Since her retirement, Cathy has been quite active in the Signal Mountain community. She has served as president of the Signal Mountain Library Board and continues as a volunteer. She is a member of the Mountain Arts Community Board. Long active at the First Presbyterian Church, where she was the church librarian for 6 years, she now sings in that choir. Spending time with 5 grandchildren who live on the mountain, playing bridge, garden clubbing, and traveling, most recently a trip to China, now occupy Cathy's time. She is going to tell you today, however, about an interruption in this very busy life that she has, and I think her words will hold significance for all. Cathy Barker.
Be ready for life's change of plans. That's the title of Dr. Nell Money's article this past January 7th on the same page announcing this year's wonderful list of women of distinction. My life definitely changed in January of 2010 when Dr. Gil Zhang was visiting my husband in the hospital, and the 2 of them agreed that my persistent dry cough required medical attention. I kind of rolled my eyes, but I did listen to them. An x-ray, the suggestion of a shadow underneath my clavicle, CT scan, hot spots, probably cancer, needle biopsy, BAC, mixed cancer tumor. That must come out immediately, said Dr. Zhang. Major change. But my grace is sufficient for thee. My strength is made perfect in weakness, 1 Corinthians. But am I ready for change? In Shakespeare's Hamlet, Act 5, Prince Hamlet and Horatio are talking about the upcoming duel with Laertes, in which Hamlet explains his attitude toward his own possible death. There's a special providence in the fall of a sparrow. That's Hamlet's reference to the book of Matthew and the fact that his belief that our life and our death are in God's hands and a part of his design. If it be now, 'tis not to come. If it be not now, yet it will come. The readiness is all. That readiness is to face your own mortality. And that's the key. Be ready for life's unexpected changes. A giant snowstorm is predicted. I'm sequestered on the cancer floor of Park Ridge for 4 days. Wonderful medical care plus a lot of good emotional support. Randy Tucker sends a beautiful bouquet of flowers, making the memories of poems and plays I taught at GPS flood through my mind. I read through the book of Psalms. I claim Psalm 57:1. Be merciful unto me, O God. Be merciful unto me, for my soul trusts in thee. Yea, in the shadow of thy wings will I make my refuge until these calamities are overpast. Rather than taking a sleeping pill those nights at Park Ridge, I claim Bible verses and recite poetry and sing favorite hymns. I count my blessings. My marvelous husband, Mickey, my 3 fantastic children and their dear spouses, grandchildren, the best dog in the world, Barney, a free country, a beautiful home here in Chattanooga, and on top of a mountain. fabulous Signal Mountain Library and the Arts Center, Green Gorge Walking Trail, a piano, a sunroom, memories of glorious trips to Spain and Italy and Peru and China with Elvia, and a great choir to sing in. The most important thing were friends, all those special friends along the way who've encouraged me and still continue to encourage me now. Big change, surgery. Am I ready? Yes. I find that all those years of reading scripture in precept classes and GAP and Joy of Living Bible studies have filled my head and my heart with knowledge that now becomes experiential, that's real and true. That peace that passes understanding is really there and works for me in a very special way. February 1st, Dr. Zellner performed surgery to remove the upper left lobe of my lung. Pathology report, cancer, stage 3, a 2-centimeter tumor plus a lymph node involved. Be strong and courageous. Be not dismayed, for the Lord thy God is with you. Joshua. Sweet daughter Martha spends the first night in the hospital with me. Wonderful doctor son David interprets all the medical information for me. Everyone at Park Ridge cares for me beautifully and facilitates my progress. Cards and visitors and flowers arrive to encourage me. Prayers are lifted up on my behalf. Son John, who lives out of town, calls and then visits. My brothers call and come and visit. Now for the next step, treatment. February the 3rd, oncologist Dr. Gandhi visits and proposes his chemo cocktail. Dr. Daniel confers and makes suggestions. I'm sent to the Sarah Cannon Center in Nashville to consult with lung cancer research specialist Dr. Greco. A battle plan is drawn up: chemotherapy, radiation, and targeted gene therapy. Then my primary prescription from dear Dr. John that I follow each day. He said, Cathy, the margins look clear, but statistically, you only have a 40 or 50% chance of beating this lung cancer. In addition to our medical plan, do 2 things. 1, avoid stress. Such a speaking. Then go to the mercy seat every day and ask the Lord to take this cancer from you. Am I ready to do this? Yes. February 5th, I come home to supportive family, neighbors, friends. I'm blessed by the outpouring of assistance, meals, calls, handmade hats. Rosemary, my friend and bridge partner, even brings me a whole shopping bag full of assorted wigs to help, in preparation for losing my hair. I get choices of blonde, bouffant, several types of brown, even some braids from I think they were left over from the Annie Get Your Gun Signal Mountain Playhouse performance. Anyway, I credit this gift with warding off the loss of my hair. It did get thin, but it did not fall out. Liz gives me art lessons to lift my spirits. Dr. Gandhi and Mona Yerby are wonderful with my chemo. I don't enjoy it, but I make it through. Then comes Dr. Golder and 28 radiation treatments. And after that, my husband and I take a break and drive out to the Dakota Badlands to celebrate the 6-month cancer anniversary before beginning my stint with medication Tarceva. Dr. John has sent a sample to a lab and found out I had a genetic predisposition for this particular drug. So he and Dr. Gandhi decide the side effects outweigh the probable effect of preventing new cancer cells from forming. I'm still on this drug. I survive and I thrive. So are you ready to face life's change of your plans? I wasn't a candidate for lung cancer. I wasn't a smoker. I had a healthy lifestyle. I shopped at Green Life. I walked my dog. But I still got lung cancer. But my healthy lifestyle did make my body better able to deal with the treatment of cancer. So be ready for life changes by consciously making healthy lifestyle choices. Be ready medically. Make sure you have a doctor with who you can communicate. Have regular checkups. In the midst of all my cancer treatments, my internist, Dr. Steve Dallin, kept all my systems maximized and coordinated my daily health issues. Be ready by keeping your relationships healthy. Be ready by helping to fund lung cancer research, to find a cure, to find something to prevent it. Lung cancer is a major killer of women, but only receives about 3% of the public funding compared to other cancers. The vital thing is to be ready for life and death in terms of your own personal faith. Why did I get lung cancer? God doesn't make mistakes. Why have I survived and others have not? I don't understand why, but I know who. John Piper said that what God permits, he permits for a reason. That dry cough that started all this out turned out to have nothing to do with my lung cancer. It was the side effect of a blood pressure medication change I made. So that cancer was meant to be found in time. Statistically, non-smoking cancers in women are not found until they are so far developed that they are inoperable. I'm proof of the working of that special providence that Hamlet spoke about. I've been blessed with extra time to savor my many blessings. For I know the plans I have for you, declared the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. Jeremiah. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope some of these thoughts will help you be ready for the changes of plans that inevitably come in your life and in every life. Congratulations to the wonderful women of distinction this year, and to those in the past who have joined their time of celebration to the important cause of raising funds for lung cancer research.